Good morning, everybody. This is Lucien Smith in for Paul Gallo here on the Gallo Radio Show on SuperTalk Mississippi. We're coming to you live this morning from the Trustmark Bank Studios. Life's beautiful when your bank fits you to a T. Trustmark, people you trust, advice that works. To learn more, go to trustmark.com, member FDIC. Well, we are in downtown Jackson today at the Jackson Convention Center for the Mississippi Economic Council's annual meeting. And joining me now is Scott Waller, the president and CEO of MEC. Scott, good morning.
Good morning. It is so good that you're here.
I'm very glad to be here.
And I understand that, so I brought you something
All
that
right.
you might need. I brought you an MEC get-out-of-jail-free card, but only when hosting the Gallows.
I very much appreciate that. I am going to put this in my car just in case I have another issue.
So those that don't know what we're talking, I was listening this morning, and he was telling a story about thought he was getting pulled over as he was driving in, and was like if he did, he would not be here on time to start the show.
That's right. I had my fingers crossed that police officer was a Gallo fan or at least an understanding person, and fortunately he was just running late. So thank you.
But anyway.
I'm glad I've got my MEC get-out-of-jail-free card. Well, how are you doing? I know these are stressful mornings, I imagine.
They can be, or they can be, just it is what it is. We're moving forward. We're very excited about the annual meeting this year, just the fact that, number one, it's here, and number two, I think we have a great program. And, we've been at the Convention Center. I think we were one of the very first major events held here at the Convention Center when it opened, and we've been here every year since. And they do such a tremendous job of putting this together and getting it ready for us, and we're very excited about it. We, years ago we used to have a combined meeting with our star student presentations in the morning, and then they would join us for lunch. But with COVID, we sort of had to change that around a little bit. Now that's done separately. So the programs today will be a little less hectic because we have two really good breakout sessions to start the day, looking at child care and how the impact it has on the economy and what it can be. The terminology, it could be a barrier to work. One of the things that we want to do in terms of improving our workforce in the state of Mississippi is remove barriers. And if you don't have quality child care, in our opinion, quality child care that includes a real educational component to it as well to prepare students and young kids to be able to go into kindergarten and then K-12 and be successful. That's part of it. The other is the educational attainment. When you finish that process of education, getting either your college degree, your bachelor's, anything beyond postgraduate degrees, or your associate's degree, your credentials. To build our workforce in the state, we have to build those numbers. So that's those two. And then from there, we're really going to talk about how hopefully members of the audience and those that are attending today can learn from people on how to make their business better. We're looking at first kind of how you build bench strength. How do you look within your company to identify who it is that you want to bring into that next level of leadership and get that. And we got a great panel on that. And then after that, we'll be doing at luncheon a panel that will include some of our, fairly well-known sports people across the state. Keith Carter, the now athletic director at Ole Miss, was, basketball star there. Wayne Mackin, former quarterback at Mississippi State, now with Energy Services. And then we have Jackson State's women's basketball coach, Mika Reed, and USM's volleyball coach, Jenny Hazelwood, and just talk about the relationship between what you learn in sports, how that relates to your everyday life, how that relates to success in the business world and in your career. So we feel like we've got a really great lineup coming in. Well,
y'all always do a great job of putting together, these are great meetings. The annual meeting, the Hobnob, they're all just great opportunities to come together. Is this one of the, can people, if they're not currently registered, is there same-day registration?
We do take same-day registration.
Okay.
It's $75 for an MEC member if your company's a member of MEC, and $92 if it's not. But it's open, and I think we got a great lineup and expecting a great crowd today.
And we'll have, did I see correctly, the governor's speaking today?
The governor is going to be speaking. He is with his remarks to kind of highlight the day, and then we are doing a little segment to honor Speaker Gunn for his time over the past 12 years serving as Speaker. We feel like, there's been a lot of things that the Speaker has really been very, very involved with in helping grow the business community, help change our state, of course, from, teacher pay to helping us, focus on creating a better image for the state with the flag change and some of those things that we really have spent a lot of time working with he and his team. So it's just an opportunity to say thank you for his time in office. And but no, we're excited. We're always glad when the governor comes. It's always a great highlight to have him here. And then we will be doing our typical changing of the guard, if you will. Our current chair, Martin Williams, who is with Corinth and Tupelo Coca-Cola, will be handing the gavel over to Jeff Bowman with Cooperative Energy based down in Hattiesburg. So we're very excited about where we are as an organization.
Well, that's great. And appreciate all the good work y'all do and the opportunity for us to be here and watch a little of it as things get kicked off. What time does everything start today?
Everything starts at 8:30 with registration. Our 2 morning sessions, the concurrent sessions, begin at 9. They go to 9 to 10. Our plenary on building bench strength will begin at 10:30, and then the luncheon gets underway at 11:45.
Well, if you're sitting at home, it's time to hop in the shower, get ready, and get down to the Convention Center in downtown Jackson for MEC's annual meeting. Scott, thanks for being with us.
You bet. Thank you so much for being here.
Everybody, this is Lucien Smith in for Paul Gallo here on the Gallo Radio Show on SuperTalk Mississippi. Stick with us for more after this break.